quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
To throw is Allen.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
They'll give up the gut for Murray. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. A handoff. It's Murray.
What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here.
Now a give. This is Murray. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and the Bills have tied the game here in the 4th. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide. Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away.
And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback.
And now out come the Bills.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it after the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs. Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
And with just 9 seconds left in overtime, we get whistles and a timeout. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and run with Murray. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back.
A touchdown would obviously be ideal to start this overtime. They'd still need to play defense, but it's 1st and 10.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. It's maybe 3.
Well, if you like drama, especially in the biggest of all games, we are back for the second overtime now in the Super Bowl. on the 39. Here's second down and 7.
They run it again with Cook. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Decision time now on 4th and about 1.5 yards.
I can still hear my high school coach, John Ford, right now. I want my #1 play with my #1 runner over my #1 blocker. Get me the first down. But some may very well say, punt this thing away, pin them down deep, and play field position.
A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down.
So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this.
I think we can safely call this one of the greatest games ever played as we now head to a 3rd overtime of this Super Bowl. A good opening drive so far here in overtime, looking to put the pressure on with a touchdown. It's 1st and 10.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
2nd down and 8.
Cook up the gut, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, Murray. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And with just 9 seconds left in overtime, we get whistles and a timeout.
They are into field goal range, but definitely thinking touchdown as they come up 1st and 10.
A give. This is Cook. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. On 2nd down, Cook. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this.
Well, welcome back to the millions watching nationally and around the world. Boy, have you been in for a treat. An all-time classic as now we go to the 4th overtime of this Super Bowl. Unbelievable. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Here's Cook again.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Things now, Charles, looking pretty good here. A great opportunity to try to cash in for 6 on the opening possession of overtime.
And what I'm liking, Brandon, is what I see down on the sidelines. I see a defense huddled up and ready to go, already preparing for their opportunity to go on the field and close out this game.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And they're going with some extra beef up front. They've got to have this one in overtime. It's 3rd and 1. Up the middle, Murray. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. The OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done.